Really weird. I want to point out right now, look at this lighting effects. How amazing is that? A lot of time into that sort of thing. And you can see, you can even see the water flowing down the stairs here. And another point I want to make here as well, you can see the characters actually walk up the individual steps. So there's elevation in these stairs, and this is a point actually my friend JB made in his demo Let's Play that I wanted to bring up in this Let's Play, because there's a lot of attention to detail paid there. And we got ourselves some new monster enemies here, so let's attack them right away and do away with them as fast as we possibly can. We got our strike on these guys, and these guys are called gremlins. These guys are very interesting. You'll see these guys a lot through the game as well, different permutations of course. There is a lot of variety in what they do, but what you want to do here is stagger them as fast as possible and kill them, keeping their stagger gauges high and getting those 5 stars exactly like we needed and wanted. And there we go. We took out all 4. Did we take out 4 of them already? Wow, that was pretty fast, but we're going to finish this guy off here. Perfect. And we killed him very easily, as you can see. Once you level yourselves up, you're in really good shape. And we got 5 stars, as you see. And we also got the Gremlin Monster Crystal and 4 more potent droplets. So we can level up our monsters if we want. I actually forgot what the Gremlin class is, but it looks like he's a Ravager as well. But I don't think he's good as Boo here. We're going to keep him there just for shits, but I don't think we really need him right now. I didn't really use the Gremlin too much in any of my playthroughs, so I'm just going to leave that where it is right now, and I'm not going to jump off that because I really don't think that would be necessary. We can't go through this way, and we're obviously forcing it that way. We see well, first of all, Alyssa's talking to us on our communicator, but we see that gate over there, a very interesting looking gate, and I don't really know what to make of it right now because I haven't gone up and interacted with it, but let's see if we can kill these guys as fast as we can here. Maybe, ooh, very nice, we got him staggered. Perfect, perfect. I kind of wish Noel would use Blitz right now because Blitz would stabilize all of their stagger bars and that would be beautiful, but that's okay, we can just take out these guys as we see fit. Do our best to do it as fast as we can. We have to be an efficient fighting machine here, a fighting robot, Mega Man, as is recognizable from his theme song. I don't remember, but I remember that he had that part in his theme song. I never really watched the television series, but that's okay. We can get into that later. We wanted to kill some gremlins, and who could blame us? Let's just continue on here. We have all these different speech bubbles and stuff like that, so very interesting. A lot of stuff to explore here. What is this thing? Let's go interact with this gate here.
We can't activate the portal without the key. First, we have to figure out what opens this gate.
We need a key to open the gate. What's something that doesn't belong in this time? Maybe us? We don't belong in this time. Or maybe the artifact we used last time. I don't think so. What about Atlas?
Wouldn't Atlas be the key?
Bingo. I heard legends that people from centuries past were responsible for building it. But that was in my past. It's still years ahead of this present. My guess is that he's a weapon from your future.
So Atlas definitely doesn't belong in this time. If we can stop him, then maybe we'll find the artifact we need.
Maybe. It's worth a shot at least.
Very interesting. What is Mog doing? Mog is freaking out and running all over the place with these guys. What the hell, man? Let's talk to this guy.
We had some supply stations around here. Then they sort of disappeared. Probably another paradox side effect.
Leave it to me, Kubo!
What? The Moogle hunt. Occasionally you will come across treasure spheres or other objects that are out of phase with the current timeline. Should you notice any objects hidden by a strange shimmering aura, press RB and ask the Moogle to work his magic. The paradox effect in the immediate vicinity will be dispelled, and you'll be able to access the now tangible object. I love how they worded that. That was awesome. We do that with the RB button, remember? Let's try it. Whoosh. Isn't that so cool? I love that effect. That is really, really awesome. I love how they did that. What the hell is that thing? A wild artifact? Very interesting. Well, maybe... Look at everyone. They're gathering around to watch us. It's really funny. Let's talk to this guy here.
Exploring, are we? I want to be careful in here. Someone spotted a thief in one of the tunnels, deeper in the ruins. We haven't seen a sea cocoon for several years now. There's definitely something spooky going on here. I hope someone takes care of it soon.
The Brush of Runes, 5AF, according to the guard Chester, a ferocious Seath has appeared, causing panic among the Academy staff investigating the ruins. Defeat the monster who resides in the depths of the ruins, the gas fragment. We need to get that, don't we? Let's accept the mission just for Chester, just because he has such an amazing name.
Think you can handle one of those monsters? Maybe you should just leave it to the soldiers. A creature like that shouldn't even be here. The paradox of that thrown in, there's no telling what it's capable of. Watch your step and be ready for anything.
Okay, that's, thanks, man. Thanks for the mission. Let's talk to this guy in the red. He's a different color from everyone.
Sorry, I can't deal with you right now. I'm in the middle of a crisis here. One of my men lost an experimental drug that our unit was testing. It's a reaction-enhancing substance, the kind of thing that civilians shouldn't be playing around with. If the substance was stolen, there's no telling where it will end up. We have to retrieve it immediately.
Unio Mystica fragment. The Brush of Runes 5AF. The captain has an emergency situation on his hands. An experimental drug was lost and he needs to find it ASAP. Retrieve the 2 capsules containing the experimental drug and put the captain's mind at ease. Let's try it.
You'll help us search for the capsules? Could certainly use an extra hand or 2. We're missing 2 capsules. They look just like ordinary medicine. If you find them, bring them directly to me.
Okay, so we already have 2 missions already, and yet there's all these different text bubbles. A lot of these guys, once you accept the Seath mission, will only talk to you about the Seath mission, so I'm not going to bother talking to some of them. There are other quests to do for fragments in here, though, so we will be doing those as well. Let's talk to this oddly dressed woman here. Hello, I guess? What? She got like a little box over there. What's up?
Chocobocolina! Welcome, get your traveling products here at Chocolina's Emporium. The beauty's all mine, but the products can be yours, but only if you show me the money. This might be a once-in-a-lifetime choco-amazing opportunity, so don't miss out.
Hi there. I'm a little overwhelmed and slightly confused, to be honest. So you run a shop?
Chocolina is a mysterious traveling merchant who appears all along the timeline. She offers a variety of items to aid travelers. With the right components and a crafter's fee, Chocolina can even create a special weapons and equipment. When browsing the shop menu for items, be sure you have the required components as well as a sufficient amount of gil. Interesting. And it talks about equipping accessories. I've already talked to you guys about that, obviously. Let's see what she's got on sale here. She's got all these different things, anywhere from wound potions, I'm actually going to buy 2 of those really quickly, to painkillers, mallet, wax, all these different things that help you out. She also has weapons, which are very interesting here. These are 2 DLC weapons, as you can see, the Genji bow and the Azrael. I'm going to be buying both of those because not only are they free, but they are better than what we have. As you can see there are immediate upgrades from our current weapons, which we'll be equipping later. And she also has all these different ones as well, the rune bracelet, the black belt, the iron bangle, some things we've seen, some things we haven't seen before, so it's very interesting how she sort of has all these different things for us here. And she also has monster materials you can buy if you want to level up your monsters. And she also sells Geishel Greens, which we're also going to buy 4 of, just in case we need to ride a chocobo here or there. So there you go, you can also sell stuff, as you can see, just all these different things that you can get rid of here. It's very interesting, though. You can sell the Azrael and the Genji bow for 200 gil, but they're also 0 to buy. So like if I wanted to buy the weapons here, I can buy like a bunch. Oh no, you have to buy them afterwards. Okay, I was gonna say that's kind of. It's kind of an exploitable area there, and Chocolina is a very interesting character. There's actually a lot of talk of her backstory and who she actually is, because she is mysterious, and she does show up in the timeline all over the place. And there's only a certain amount of characters in this game that can actually do that, so it's something to think about too. Maybe you'll see something, one or 2 things on it later, but we need to equip the new weapons, which you do in the same area that you equip the items. As you can see, you can spin your character around. Those weapons look really, really cool, actually, so it's pretty sweet. We got the Genji bow here, and is that any better than what we have with the Azrael here? No, it looks like it's a straight upgrade just to use the Azrael, which I'm going to do. And we're going to switch to Null here, and we're also going to equip up. Oh, there are 2 different bows for Sarah. I forgot about that. I'm going to switch back to her and actually look at the ATB rate versus a chain bonus. I think I'm gonna do the Genji bow just because of the ATB rate. That means our attack fills up much faster, 25% faster, in fact. And that's actually really helpful, so I'm going to do that as well. We also have Mog here, and you heard the one medical bag supplies quest. This is actually, I believe, the first. Never mind, we have to do a battle first. And these guys are actually pretty cool, so I like at least we get to fight someone who's actually fairly awesome looking. This guy is called a Dendrobium. These guys are, I believe they're saboteur type enemies, and they're pretty cool actually. Hopefully we can get a fragment of one of those. As you can see, he actually has a lot more health than what we're used to here. And the fact that we have haste and the ATB gauge increase from our Genji bow, or the Ezreal. This is the Genji bow. It is so much better to watch it, those two abilities stack, so we can attack super fast and even, super faster, if that makes sense, because we have that extra rate, and we're going to be attacking a lot faster than Null as well. So we got no spoilers from the battle, but as I was saying, actually our first medical kit I believe will show up right here in the corner. I'm going to ask Mog to uncover that for me because, like I said, I believe this is one of the capsules. Let's see. Yep, one capsule down, so that means we only have one left. We're just going to explore the Brush of Ruins even more so now. And all this time Alyssa's been telling us all this different background story about this area, because it's really important actually to get into the lore of the Brush of Ruins. You're going to be spending a lot of your time not only here but in other Brush of Ruins, if that makes sense to you guys. It's, like I said, a very important plot point for the story, and there's a lot of mystery here that is just really cool to explore and have fun with, so it's really interesting, and we'll be going into what she's talking about in a roundabout fashion later, but basically she's scripted to tell us all this stuff here by the time we get into this area. I kind of want to jump in here first because I believe we will encounter our little Seath friend here as well. Oh, we missed it. Now we have to fight some gremlins and a different, I believe it's the same dog as we were fighting in the Brush of Ruins, but these are actually not gremlin. These are called the Garchomacera, which are interesting names for sure, but what they do are, these guys are also Ravager type enemies, and they are kind of tough when they're not staggered because, well, for obvious reasons, they're not staggered, so you're not doing extra damage, but they also have a little bit more health than their gremlin brothers. But we are more focused here on getting the Garchomaceras out because they're doing a lot of different elemental attacks us, and I'm going to show you guys the Feral Link right now, and what that does is when your gauge fills up, you have these special attacks you can do with your characters, and what they do is not only do they add a lot more stagger bar, but they have all these different effects on the monsters, and some of them are actually really cool and also really helpful, so you're going to be seeing a lot more of the Feral Links in the future as well while I think of that. So just another thing to think about here, we're going to go deeper into the ruins. These are the actual ruins themselves, and there's some more stuff to find, and there's other things to do here. There's a guy we need to talk to here, it looks like. Let's see what he has to say at least.
And all the way out here on your own, huh? You must be stronger than you look.
He's the strong one, not me.
You trust your partner.
Interesting little quip by Sarah right there. She was surprisingly low on the self-esteem meter right there. So, we have some more Clockwork Soldiers, it looks like, so we're going to try to deal with them as best as we can, because it would kind of suck if we can't. Oh, these guys are hoplites, they're not Clockwork Soldiers. What am I talking about? These guys act exactly like the Clockwork Soldiers we were fighting in New Bodom, because when they are staggered, as you will see really quickly once we can stagger them. Oh, never mind, we just ended up killing him with brute force, which is also fun at the same time. What they do is they also fluff out like the other soldiers were doing, and oh my gosh, they're gonna kill my animal partner, which really is at no detriment to ourselves here. Hopefully he doesn't, but we just lost another part of our stagger bar there. That's fine, no worries here. He's obviously not gonna kill us, but they are doing significant amounts of wound damage here. As you can see, he's 16 wound damage is fairly a lot in the beginning game here. I'm not sure if that actually scales with levels or not, but here we go. We got their monster crystal and we got a 4-star, so I guess that's not too bad. We got these things called potent bolts and radial bearings, which are also other types of monster materials that you can level up your monsters with. So other interesting things to look at. We have another treasure down. What is this? Let's take it. 8 mana droplets. Okay, that was weird. We got this live scene here. Let's talk to Noel.